Hi guys, I actually forgot to say this one particular message before we get into the video. I'm going to deal with all sorts of topics that can help with your English listening skills. It might even help to get in touch with various issues in the world as well. So yeah, enjoy watching the video. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I've seen this on the news, I've watched other YouTube videos. Why are you making another one? And you're right. There are press articles, there are other videos. But as I look at the situation, I honestly believe it is not enough. I do not think there is even the minimum number of people required to deliver this warning. The noise is not breaking through, the headlines are fading, but the threat is not. And when you are facing a danger this massive, this active, and this predatory, there is one simple, unbreakable truth. The more, the louder the announcement, the fewer victims there will be. An alarm that isn't heard is the same as no alarm at all. That is why I had to make this video. It is my responsibility to add my voice to this warning. And it's why it's not enough for you to just watch this, you have to be part of the announcement. Because every share, every conversation you have with a friend, every time you spread this information, you are building a wall of awareness. You are actively protecting someone from walking into that trap. We cannot be silent, because they are not. You've probably seen these headlines. South Korea issues travel ban to Cambodia. Hundreds of Koreans rescued from scam rings. It sounds like a straightforward story. A few hundred people got tricked. They were rescued, and the case is closing. It's been viral for some time, and the reason why I'm dealing with this serious issue for my first English content is for this. I'm here to tell you that it's not the story. What if I told you the real number of victims isn't 300? What if I told you, according to insider reports, the number is closer to 10,000? What if I told you this isn't just a scam ring, but a network of massive fortified prisons where thousands are being held as modern-day slaves, tortured with electric batons and hammers, and forced to run a multi-billion-dollar criminal industry? This isn't a scam. This is a human trafficking crisis, and you need to know how it works. Welcome to the Wench. That's the insider term these organizations use. It means prison. From the outside, they look like brand new high-tech apartment buildings or hotels, places like the Prince Compound or the Mango Compound. But look closer, you'll see 10-foot walls topped with barbed wire. You'll see one single heavily guarded entrance. You'll see armed guards on every floor. These are not apartments. They are factories, and the product is cybercrime. The workers are slaves. And here's the most chilling part. The analysis of these organizations shows a clear hierarchy. The masterminds at the top are Chinese, the middle managers are often Korean Chinese. At the slaves at the bottom, the ones making the calls, the ones being tortured, are the Koreans, Vietnamese, Thai, and others, forced to prey on their own people. So, how does someone end up here? The trap is brilliant, and it targets two different kinds of people. First, there's victim type 1, the desperate. Let's call him Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim is in his 20s and has serious debt to a loan shark. The loan shark makes him an offer. I have a job for you in Cambodia. Just simple telemarketing, work for 6 months and I'll wipe your entire debt clean. It sounds like a miracle, so he gets on a plane. The moment he lands in Phnom Penh, he's picked up, driven to one of those compounds, and his passport and phone are taken. A manager then looks at him and says, "Welcome, you now have a new debt. We just bought you for $10,000. You will work for us until you paid off. If you refuse, we will cut off your fingers. He is now slave, but then there's victim type 2, the ambitious. This could be any student. Let's call him Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee is smart, speaks some English, and wants a good job. He sees an online ad, global marketing firm in Cambodia, $5,000 a month. Tax-free, housing and food provided. He goes willingly. He thinks this is his big break. When he arrives, everyone is friendly. They show him to his room, then they hand him a bill. $2,000. He says, "What's this?" The manager says, "Your flight, your visa, your food for the week, your computer setup fee." This is debt bondage. He can't leave until he pays $2,000. But the only way to pay it is by working for them. He is now also a slave, and if he tries to leave, the beatings begin. Once inside, you are given a job. You are handed a script and a list of phone numbers for people back in your home country. Your job is to run the most infamous scam in the world right now. Pig butchering. It's a horrifying name and it's a horrifying process. You fatten up the pig, the victim, by building a relationship for months. You become their friend, you become their online lover. You gain their trust. You show them small profits on a fake investment app. You build their confidence. And then, when they've invested everything, their life savings, their retirement, that's when you slaughter them. You take every penny and you vanish. But here's the rule that makes this a factory. You have a quota. Survivors report they had to find 10 new victims a day or bring in $10,000. If you meet your quota, you get to eat. You might even get promoted. And if you don't, you are taken to the torture room. The survivor testimonies from these places are medieval. They are bitten with hammers, they are electrocuted with cattle prods until they pass out, then woken up just to be tortured again. They have their fingernails pulled out, they are waterboarded. One of the most terrifying details? Survivors say that they would hear the screams from these rooms all day. Then suddenly a single bang, followed by a total silence. A guard would then walk out and say, "Who's next?" There are even reports of a crematorium, a furnace on site. As one guard told the victim, "We can kill you and burn you to ash, and no one will ever know you were here." So you have to be asking, how is this possible? Why doesn't the Cambodian government just stop it? This is the most cynical part of the entire story. This criminal industry, this slavery, is estimated to make up nearly 50%, half of Cambodia's entire GDP. The compounds themselves are often owned by high-level government officials. Let's look at the biggest one, the Teji Danji, or the Prince compound. Who owns it? A company called the Prince Group. And who is its chairman? A man named Chen Zhi. Chen Zhi isn't just some hidden gangster. He's a powerful billionaire. He was an official advisor to the former Prime Minister of Cambodia. This isn't a secret criminal ring, it's a shadow economy that is the economy. The police are either powerless or, in many cases, paid to be part of it. When survivors escape and run to the police, they are often sold back to the compound. The police are finally raiding these compounds in Cambodia. The US and UK have sanctioned the Prince Group. The masterminds are on the run. This sounds like a victory, but it's not. So this is the part that should truly terrify you. This entire massive, sophisticated system of slavery, it isn't new. It's been running for years. It just got too big, too loud, and too bloody to ignore. The pot finally boiled over. Cambodia wasn't the start of this. it's just the first one we found. Right now, as we speak, the masterminds who fled Cambodia are not retiring. They are simply moving. They are setting up Wench 2.0. In the jungles of Laos, they are building new compounds on the borders of Myanmar. They are looking for the next country with a blind spot. The real question isn't what happened in Cambodia. The real question is how many other Cambodians are out there right now, operating in total silence. How many of these silent prisons are just one step away from being discovered? The lesson today isn't just be careful in Cambodia. The lesson is that this trap, this darkness, is closer, more sophisticated, and more real than any of us want to believe. And it is waiting patiently for the exact moment you let your guard down and think, it could never happen to me.